Hello everyone, I have a walkthrough on how to beat this week's mutation, that is Futile Resistance. Unidentified life forms have been detected on Ulnar, consuming everything in their path and replicating themselves as they advance. Iman's forces are focused on preventing your armies from escaping. Keep your distance and exterminate these pests before all is lost. This is on the Lock and Load co-op mission. The first mutation is Propagators. I'm pretty sure this is a brand new mutation. Shapeless life forms creep towards your base, transforming all of the units and structures they touch into copies of themselves. The second mutation is Temporal Field. Enemy temporal fields are periodically deployed throughout the map. And the third is Concussive Attacks. Player units are slowed by all enemy attacks. Once again, possible 185,000 bonus experience by beating this on Brutal difficulty. And I'm also pretty sure that this guy is new. I could be wrong on this, but yeah, pretty sure this guy's new and this guy's new for mutations. Okay, so we're going to be using Karax. And for Mastery Skill Points on Power Set 1, we've got Structure, Life, and Shields. Power Set 2, Repair Beam, Healing Rate. Power Set 3, we've got Initial and Maximum Spear of Doom Energy. Alright, so I've already beat this mutation, and I'm going to show you guys a replay. Okay, we'll hop straight into it. Okay, so the teammate that I'm going to be playing with is Nova, Mastery Level 82, called D-Man. And basically what goes on is I'm going to be building all the defenses. I'm going to be using Karax's Photon Cannon, Kadarin Monolith, and Shield Battery strategy. Plus I'll use some of those, shoot, I can't remember what their names are off the top of my head. I think Energizers? Yeah, I think they're called Energizers. And I'll be putting them into the phasing mode so they stay in place, and then I'll put a couple of those at each defense area, and then basically we'll just have them in phase mode, and they'll increase the attack speed of our defenses. And then our teammate is going to be doing all of the offense for us. So we'll be running around with Nova, and I think we'll be going bio, if I remember correctly. We'll be going bio, and then I think our teammate uses some spider mines from the siege tanks, because Nova's siege tanks can get an upgrade to use spider mines. So I believe that's going to be the strategy used there. And you also can use Raynor and Nova for this co-op mission. That's also another viable strategy. But I'm just really comfortable with Karax, and the defenses work really good. If you have just a couple Kadarin Monoliths at each little outpost that you have defenses set up, that's going to kill those Propagators before they even reach your defenses. And the range on the Kadarin Monoliths is very, very far, so you're going to easily kill them before they touch your defenses. And then the other thing which can help you, I didn't do it in this playthrough, but the other thing that can help you is using observers and then put them into their I can't remember what the mode is called, but basically you can put them into a mode where they stay stationary, and then you get more sight. That way you can get the most range out of those Kadarin Monoliths. Or you could just have units in place or build buildings further away from the Kadarin Monolith and get that much vision. But anyways, that's an option too. Use observers, you get more range. That way you have more chance to kill those Propagators before they touch your buildings. Okay, so what I did is I got 15 supply of probes, threw down a pylon, threw down an assimilator, and then I believe I threw down a forge. As soon as I did that, I threw down a second assimilator, went down to our expansion just a second ago, and I used all of our orbital strikes, and I used orbital strikes, and then I used the energy set up here, and basically destroyed the rocks at our expansion. Once the rocks were destroyed, I saved up 400 minerals, created our second nexus. So that way we can expand very fast. Now, I was pointed out to by a person in the comments, Valtour, and that person, commented on how I've been splitting up my probes from my main to the expansion, just so I kind of have an even amount of probes at each place, and then I don't have to rally from one supply line to the other. Well, I stopped doing that because I agree with what Valtour told me. I am actually taking a lot of time and reducing the amount of minerals I could be getting by sending those probes over there, the amount of time that they aren't mining to do that. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to fill up one supply line from now on, and then just rally both of my nexuses to the second supply line once the first one's saturated. Okay, so focusing a ton on just getting our economy going. Our teammate is focusing down this first propagator. I will throw down a couple photon cannons, however, to help take out this propagator. So as you can see here, these photon cannons will start targeting that guy down. And no other propagators were created, so we're sitting pretty good. Basically, if you can hold off the first couple propagators while playing with this strategy, you're going to be fine for the rest of the mission, because they won't be a nuisance after the very beginning. If they start creating more than one propagator at the very start, it's pretty much game over at that point, because it gets out of control. That once they start attacking your structures, it's over. They just get too strong. And then if you get any big Reaper waves like this, since we're playing against Terran, just use a couple of your orbital strikes. Make sure to save the energy that you have, and try not to miss your hits on those Ravens like I did. I didn't. I did not land my orbital strikes very effectively there. Okay, and then as you can see, once again, there's another propagator coming here. It does get a hit off under a photon cannon, but we killed it just in time before it was able to make another one and then start infecting everything. That could have been scary, but we handled it just fine. Okay, and I threw down a Kadaran monolith. I haven't even created a gateway yet for shield batteries, but I threw down a Kadaran monolith right away because we need that extra DPS to kill those propagators. So I do think it's worth it to get that. Now I'm using Chrono Boost, and I'm going to get some upgrades. And what I should have done, I didn't do it very effectively here, but I should have saved some minerals so I could get a bunch of probes out from this Chrono Surge, just so I could be completed. But I was close enough anyway, so I'm pretty much saturated here. I'll throw it on the second assimilator at our expansion, and at this point, we have, you know, pretty much complete economy going right now. Now we can start to really excel. We don't have to worry about any other expansions, no other income. We're golden at this point. Now it's just a matter of getting upgrades, building defenses, and just pushing effectively. It's very easy once you get your expansion set up. And then when you can, you got to take care of yourself first. You got to take care of yourself before you can help your teammates on this mutation. At least that's what I think. You can definitely help your teammates a little bit earlier, but I don't think you can very effectively defend your teammates if you can't defend yourself, because, I mean, you're not going to be very strong if you don't have a strong economy in the first place. So what we're going to do is, oh shoot, our teammate just got hit by that seeker missile right there. But yeah, basically, once I have the defenses set up at this middle celestial lock, we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to go down right here where this lock is over here. And I'm going to start throwing down, I'll throw down a pylon right here, and then we'll kind of expand into this way as our teammate blows all this stuff up. And once we clear this area out down here, I'll pretty much have a wall of defenses from here to here. And then this will help defend our teammate. You definitely need to set up defenses for your teammate, because if your teammate's going to be doing all the offense, your teammate's not going to be able to take out those, what are they called, propagators that come sneaking up on their base. So you got to make sure they're taken care of. If your teammate falls, you fall. So it's very important to take defenses for the both of you. And as you can see, our teammates is definitely taking effect from that that enemy mutation, what's it called, concussive attacks. It really slows down the units. Okay, and then the other thing I kind of thought about here is putting shield batteries in front of your photon cannons isn't as you can see, I canceled that right there from being so close forward. Probably isn't the best choice, because, I mean, if those propagators get close enough to your buildings, they create more propagators. So instead of putting shield batteries in the front, I'm just going to deal with having whatever comes at us just hit the photon cannons right away, and I'll put the shield batteries in the back. I don't want anything that can't attack melee units to be close to the melee units, essentially. And then I put a ton of Kadaran monoliths, and you can see how good their range is. Just really trying to ensure that these propagators get targeted down before they get to us. Can we see the range on these photon cannons? I don't think so. Okay, and then over here I threw down our purifier beam. Threw down the purifier beam because I want to help clear this out for our teammate. And all the propagators so far have all been cleared out, so we're sitting pretty good. Okay. And now, let's see here. Okay. Just trying to gather what I'm doing right now. Okay, we're back on the player camera. Okay, so basically I've got the defenses set up here. We've got the left lock cleared out. And, oh yeah, that's what we're doing here. Throwing down some Kader and Monoliths on the backside of this as well. And then I'm just throwing, kind of in like a concave form, I'm throwing down some photon cannons over here, just so the enemies kind of walk into the center here and can get hit by everything. Then I'll throw some shield batteries right here, photon cannons here, and shield batteries here, and maybe some photon cannons there. And then this area will be pretty much fortified, so we won't have to worry about it anymore. And then I'll start throwing some defenses over there in a second, but first I'm going to help my teammates start clearing this stuff out over here. And our teammate's doing a very good job of killing everything. Our teammate went with, it looks like, a lot of Ghosts and Marauders. And I believe Marauders can get that upgrade that, let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marauders have that ability to slow enemy units with one of the upgrades you can get for them. So that's definitely beneficial right now. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I wanted my teammate to push over here and capture this lock, but since it's not taken by the enemy, we're just going to go ahead and clear out down here first. And as you can see, the sabotage drone is doing some work for us. And I'm probably going to use some orbital strikes here. But in the meantime, now I'm going to start setting up Kader and Monoliths here. And these guys will come in handy for defending our teammate's base like I was talking about just a little bit ago.
Our structure should research and create units much more quickly.
Okay, we're back. Just had to pause for a second there. Okay, so yes, my teammate is hopping straight in, and we're clearing this out. And I've just got 2 Kader and Monoliths set down here. I just want to make sure if those propagators come up right around here, that these Kader and Monoliths will be able to take them out. And then now that this area is cleared out, I will start building some pylons down here, and then also start throwing down some Kader and Monoliths and photon cannons. I may use a couple of orbital strikes right here to go ahead and take out these Liberators and the Reapers and Marauders here. Oh, actually, I think I... oh, well, let's see. I guess I didn't use Solar Lance there. Yeah, must not have. But either way, this Kader and Monolith will be able to finish off these guys. Our teammate lost a lot of SCVs there, unfortunately. And I just really wanted to quickly show you. Look at this. These propagators, they just get killed so quickly from these Kader and Monoliths. Don't even get to walk up this ramp, so they die really, really quickly. The Kader and Monoliths are the key to winning this mutation on brutal difficulty. I definitely think the majority of you should be able to beat this if you're playing with Karax and have a decent teammate that, you know, knows how to attack decently well. But yeah, this definitely very easy strategy to use with Karax. Honestly, I think it might be easier to play with Karax than it would be to play with Raynor using the Spider Mines. Now, if you have a lot of micro, you know, Raynor has his strengths, so that's true. Okay, and then I want to hop back over here. As you can see on these Energizers, I put them into their phasing. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it's phasing mode. Yeah, I guess I can't tell right now, but yeah. Instead of being in mobile mode right now, they will be in the phasing mode. That means they're stationary, and then they have a specific range around each one of them. And that range, whatever structures are in that range or units, they'll be able to increase the attack speed of those guys. And that's exactly what I have set up right now. And the reason I'm putting them in phasing mode is because I don't want them to, you know, go out of, you know, from where these defenses are. I don't want them to move out of that area. I want them to stay put and make sure that they don't get, you know, attacked by these propagators. And it just makes sure that they stay alive and whatnot, stay behind defensive lines. Okay, so now we've got a nice defensive line set up down here. I'll keep on adding Kader and Monoliths over here and shield batteries as we go. And my teammate is clearing out the next Celestial Lock area, and it's going quite well. We've got an enemy wave coming in here. I may use some Solar Lances here. Let's check the player camera. Actually, I used Orbital Strikes, it looks like. And do I have any type of production going on? Doesn't look like I have very much for production right now. But if we check upgrades, I have shields level 2 currently, and I now have I've got the upgrade for the orbital strikes. I've got the reconstruction beam upgrade, so now it can repair 4 units instead of 3 at a time. And I will soon get solar flare, so the solar lances can do an additional 200 damage over time to enemy units that walk over the burnt ground. And then eventually I will get down a robotics facility and make a robotics bay, but I don't think I'll end up getting solar efficiency level 3 because I think I forget about it. But not that it's that big of a deal because everything does die. And thankfully we had Kadar and Monoliths up, and our teammate was paying attention, used those ghosts with the snipe ability, and was able to kill those propagators before anything crazy happened right at this celestial lock. Now we have 3 of the 5 celestial locks captured, and these propagators keep coming in from over here. We don't have, the enemy has not captured this one, so currently they only have 1 celestial lock that's draining away at this lock overload for the main objective, and we're sitting in a really good spot. Very confident that we're going to win at this point. And this is a really great time to just focus on getting some upgrades. I should have been using Chrono Wave right now, but I was not. Don't know what I was doing here. I guess I'm using Solar Lance right now, trying to kill that off that enemy wave. But yeah, honestly, I should have been using Chrono Wave. That would have been really effective right now since I've got these 2 upgrades going, and I have the 3rd upgrade at this Solar Forge going right now for the Solar Flare as well. But yeah, mistakes. It's so much easier to correct yourself in post game. Mid game, it's a lot of micro going on here. Always things to improve on. Okay, now I've got decent amount of income still. So I'm just, throwing down some shield batteries here, throwing down extra photon cannons. We made sure to get the upgrade from the Twilight Council here that allows the energy regeneration rate to increase for the shield batteries and for these energizers. And we have pretty much all the upgrades for our photon cannons, shield batteries, and Kadar and Monoliths now, except for shields, which we are just about to have completed. The only thing we're really missing for upgrades is solar efficiency level 3, but once again, I said I'm going to build a robotics facility and robotics bay. You need a robotics bay or a fleet beacon to get this upgrade, so we're going to go with the robotics bay method. But once again, I said I'm probably not going to end up getting that upgrade just because I forgot about it. Now I threw down the purifier beam. That's going to help clear out all of this stuff at this objective. There was one of those propagators, but our teammate once again sniped it down and ended up killing it. We have enemy waves coming in over here, but we've got a ton of shield batteries, and these photon cannons fire like machine guns, so we're not going to have to worry too much about these guys dying. However, these cyclones do have that pretty good range with their lock-on ability, but they will end up falling as well. And now this, right here, our teammate was about to get eaten up by a propagator, but I used some orbital strikes to take it out. The propagator that was coming in from the bottom of the ramp here, that just got completely destroyed by all of our defenses right here. We've got a really good setup right now. This kind of like concave setup works out really well. Should have probably done the same thing on this side too, but either way, what we have set up is working fine. We've got really good defenses at all 3 of these celestial locks right now. Just about to get this one captured, but I keep on running into problems. This propagator is getting pretty close to our base, and then I try to get my photon cannons up over here, and oh geez, now we got some got an enemy wave coming in here. I use solar flare though, and that kills the majority of this stuff very quickly. But what I was trying to do is I get my probes sent up over here, and there's some enemy base defenses in the way right now, and 2 propagators. Hopefully our teammate can kill this off quickly. Yeah, that got a little scary for a second there. Yeah, you can just watch a nightmare happen as these propagators, if they start to spread, it gets overwhelming. It's just like zombies, basically. If you play a zombie game where if you get hit by the zombie and you get infected, it's just like that. The numbers go crazy. And then we've got this enemy wave coming over here. I didn't have Solar Flare or Solar Lance available, so I just dropped down some Orbital Strikes. And once you get the upgrade, your Orbital Strikes actually end up stunning the enemy, so this works out very well for us. Anyway, the Orbital Strikes work just fine, taking out that enemy wave that came for us. And now there's a couple of these propagators over here, but once again our teammates using that snipe ability, and I'm still struggling on getting my probes over there. I completely walled this off. That was a mistake I made here. I probably should have destroyed one of these defenses just so I could get a probe through. But yeah, the problem happening right here is I tried to send my probes here, they died. Tried to send them around here, temporal fields caught them. And then propagators kept on spawning. But eventually I did get the probes over here. We'll be able to throw down some photon cannons, some of those Karax monoliths and the shield batteries, and we'll be good to go right here. And now I do have the robotics bay just about finished. And then basically why I'm showing you guys this is just, if you guys are playing this, make sure to get your solar efficiency level 3. Any extra energy you can get is helpful. If you happen to come across a really big wave and you need to spam all of your orbital strikes all at once, that'd be, I mean, this is the time to do it. And then here you got one of these propagators coming in here again. And yes, the propagators can turn Nova into a propagator. They'll turn anything, your structures, your units, any hero, everything into a propagator. So you need to make sure that they die. Then once again, you got an enemy wave coming in here. But it does not matter now because we have these energizers here. And they make the attack speed increase so much for these photon cannons. It is quite amazing. Let's actually look at this. Friendly target gains plus 25% attack speed and 50% movement speed. So all of these guys already have the increased attack speed from our optimized ordnance. Then it goes up to 50%. So an additional 25%. Increase 50% attack speed. That's huge increase of DPS. These guys fire so rapidly. It's amazing. And then, yeah, once again, the Karax monoliths, they just completely destroyed, decimate everything. Honestly, we could have gotten this bonus objective, but we were just focused on victory at this point. So, you know, why not? Why not just go for the win if we have it available? We didn't want a chance losing because there are quite a few propagators coming in here. So what I do is I take some of these probes over here. I just send like 3 of them, I think, and then we just go for the cap, and then that's about it. And once again, I don't think, yeah, see, I had it available, but I never actually got the upgrade there. And I don't even know if I'm paying attention. Yeah, here we go. I send up 4 of these probes. And these temporal fields are so annoying. Yeah, the temporal fields are definitely something that can help you get caught by those propagators if you're playing a different army. Karax happens to be, you know, one of the strongest for this mutation, though. And my probe got caught. And we're just about to get this activated. And we got some propagators coming in here. The Karax monoliths are going to melt these guys before they even get a chance. And there you have it. That's victory. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that they can do. Okay, let's go. Yep. So there you have it, everyone. I hope this walkthrough was helpful for you, and I hope you can use this strategy. As always, make sure to post in the comments if you have any other strategies for beating this. Like I said, Rainer and Nova is also an effective strategy. You know, maybe I can post a video of that if you guys really want to see that too. I'm sure a lot of other people have already posted that though. So, you know, make sure to post in the comments your other strategies. I would like to try them or just like to know what you guys did. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see more walkthroughs like this. Leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.